Marlborough Retirement. Meeting of the Marlborough Retirement Board, April 28, 2020. I would like to convene this virtual meeting of the Marlborough Retirement Board. Those participating are William Taylor, Diane Smith, Daniel Stanhope, David Keene, myself, Greg Brewster, and Margaret Shea.
And Mark Gibbs. And Nathaniel, are you there?
Yes. Hi, good morning.
Okay. Hi. And Nathaniel Chen.
Okay. We don't have to take a vote to authorize remote participation. So we'll move to item 2 on the agenda for the approval of the minutes.
I just want to let you know that I've made one change to the minutes that don't appear on your copy. The change I made was to put the end time of the March meeting on the last item of the minutes. So I'll make that change on the copy that Greg will sign.
Motion to approve is amended.
All right, we need to take a roll call vote. Diane Smith?
Yes.
Dan Stanhope?
Yes.
David Keene?
Yes.
Bill Taylor?
Yes.
Greg Brewster?
Yes.
Okay, vote is unanimous.
We'll go to item 3, review of the draft of financial statement under C and D in our packet.
All right, so I've attached draft copies of the annual statement. I haven't had a chance to proof them yet. They're normally due at PERAC on May 1st, but because of the coronavirus crisis, they have given us an extension to June 1st. I shouldn't need that. You're not going to sign them within the next few weeks, obviously, but at some point in the future, I'll ask you to sign the transmittal page of the statement.
Okay.
So if someone would make a motion to accept.
So moved.
To accept.
All right.
It's seconded. Who makes the motion?
I did. Diane.
Okay, thank you, Diane.
All right, so roll call vote. Greg Brewster.
Yes.
Bill Taylor.
Yes.
David Keene.
Yes.
Dan Stanhope.
Yes.
Diane Smith.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Thank you. We'll go to item 4, approval of the refunds and transfers under tab E as submitted.
There's nothing unusual here. There's no refunds, only the 2 transfers listed.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve. Any discussion on the motion?
No.
Having no discussion on the moment, the director will call the roll.
Dan Stanhope.
Yes.
David Keene.
Yes.
Bill Taylor.
Yes.
Diane Smith.
Yes.
Greg Brewster.
Yes. Item 5, request for creditable service as submitted in your packets.
I'm going to ask you to table this until the next meeting.
There's a request to table till the next meeting.
Yep, so moved.
Do we?
Yep, we need to vote on that. So I'll call the
Motion been made and seconded.
Diane Smith.
Yes.
Dan Stanhope.
Yes.
Dave Keene.
Yes.
Greg Brewster.
Yes.
Bill Taylor.
Yes.
All right.
Going on to number 6 under the tabs of F, G, and H in your packet. Scheduling of the COLA vote.
So this is mostly a procedural issue to have you vote on the COLA at your meeting on May 26th. So a motion to accept and place on file would be appropriate.
Motion to accept and place on file. Do I have a motion?
You do.
Okay.
Seconded.
Second.
I have a second. The
All right.
director will take the roll call vote.
Dan Stanhope,
Yes.
Bill Taylor,
Yes.
Dave Keane,
Yes.
Diane Smith,
Yes.
Greg Brewster.
Yes. Vote is unanimous. Number 7, review of the Dallas Admission Marlborough Retirement Board versus PARAC under I and J in our packets.
Mike Sacco submitted this to DALA on March 31st. I believe PARAC has till May 1st to submit their arguments. It's not going before a magistrate in person. It'll be sort of a review of the documents before the magistrate makes his decision.
Okay, that's item
Accept
7.
and place on file.
Thanks, Bill.
Motion to accept and place on file.
Second.
Seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Having no discussion on the motion, the director will call the roll call.
Greg Brewster,
Yes.
Bill Taylor,
Yes.
Diane Smith,
Yes.
Dan Stanhope,
Yes.
Dave Keane.
Yes.
Vote is unanimous. Does carry. Item 8, financial review under K through Q. As submitted in our packet, A is the operating budget as of April 30th, 2020. B is cash flow analysis. C is the cash reconciliation. And D, January 2020 accounting preliminary.
I'm sorry, that's an error on the agenda. The accounting is for March 2020, not January. And also, there's no cash reconciliation this month. I'll double up next month. But other than that, I have no concerns about any of the information that I presented.
I'll make a motion to
Yeah,
accept and
item
place
8.
on file.
Motion to accept and place on file is seconded.
All right, a roll call. Diane Smith,
Yes.
Bill Taylor,
Yes.
Greg Brewster,
Yes.
Dan Stanhope,
Yes.
Dave Keane.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Vote is unanimous. Number 9, new business, old business, under tab R, remote medical panel examinations.
So further on in your package in the PARAC memos, PARAC talks about performing remote medical panel examinations. It requires a sign-off by the board and the member. And Mike Sacco's client memo outlines his concerns with the process. And those concerns are valid, but he does make one good point, saying that these remote medical examinations are perfect for presumption cases. And we have one presumption case pending. When I get the sign-off from the member to participate in a remote review, I'll ask you folks to sign one as well. I don't know, do you have concerns about the remote medical panel examinations?
My only
No.
concerns were ones that I raised a couple months ago when they were forcing a member with a presumptive case to go to 3 different appointments. I think this is sufficient. They already have the medical information. If it's a presumptive case, it should go right through anyway. As far as anything more in depth than that, if they feel that they have to see the patient, then they can file for an extension and do it at a later date.
Yep. The only time that it seems like it would be a problem is if we have a disabled member who's off payroll, but we haven't had that in a long time. You know, in a case like that, you might want him to see a remote panel, but right now I only have that one presumptive case pending, so it should work out. So eventually, probably within the next week or two, I'll ask you to sign the waiver to allow him to be examined remotely.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. A motion to accept number 10, miscellaneous correspondence, and place on file.
Greg Brewster,
Yes.
Diane Smith,
Yes.
Bill Taylor,
Yes.
Dan Stanhope,
Yes.
Dave Keane.
Yes.
Okay.
The vote is unanimous. Number 11, approval of warrants. Under tab
No,
W.
you just want to go through to review miscellaneous correspondence number 10. No, you had done the one before.
Oh, I'm
All
sorry.
business, no business. I've just attached some of the PARAC memos. The most interesting one is about post-retirement restrictions during the state of emergency. Essentially, PARAC has lifted them, so retirees who are working after retirement don't have to include their income earned during the period from March 10th, 2020 to the time the state of emergency is lifted in their annual earnings for the year. It doesn't apply to disability retirees, however.
So okay.
And they don't have to be performing anything necessarily related to the COVID-19 crisis.
That's only in the public sector, right, Margaret?
That's right.
Yep.
Right. It doesn't really affect many of our members anyway.
No, I think I had one retired police officer call me a few weeks ago about it. So I sent him a copy of the memo. Honestly, I don't think it'll affect that many people in our system. So,
Is there any further discussion in item 10, miscellaneous correspondence?
I'm just surprised they didn't include all essential personnel for that. You know, if somebody was working in, you know what I mean? Like working, even working at Market Basket for that matter. I'm surprised
Well,
they
the
only
thing
kept
is-
it public.
yeah, but you know, if they're working in the private sector, they don't have those restrictions anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You know how many times I say that and want to take it back?
No, I know, because it is confusing.
Yeah.
Because honestly, most of the retirees who work in the public retirement system are in the school department, and they're not working right now. Occasionally, we have police officers who do outside duty or outside details, and I haven't had a lot of them lately either.
There's not as many details as there were either.
Yeah, and the other group that works a lot after retirement are firefighters working at the fire academy.
Which is closed right now,
Is it?
Yeah, that's cool.
for the most part. Unless you have an
okay.
office. Most of it's closed right down, so this really doesn't affect many people.
Okay. All right.
No,
so,
our emergency management guy had to retire.
Is there any further discussion on item 10? Seeing none, make a motion to accept and place on file.
So
Dan
moved.
Stanhope?
Second?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a second.
Yep. All right, I'm sorry, Dan, you voted
Yes.
Dave Keane,
Yes.
Diane Smith,
Yes.
Greg Brewster,
Yes,
Bill Taylor.
Yes.
Okay.
the vote is unanimous, does carry. Number 11, approval of warrants under tab W.
So during this crisis, I'm just trying to get one board member signature on the warrants. But I just wanted you to take a look at the payroll warrant. And here it is. I should say, I think we had about 10 retirees respond to our letter asking them to move to direct deposit. So, and
Oh, that's
Greg is
good.
included. That is good. We'll keep working on them, though.
Yep.
So I haven't had a chance to show you the warrant for the refunds and the invoices. I'll send you an email so you can just take a look at it. You don't have to vote on those two. But if you want to take a vote to approve the payroll warrant, that would be great.
On item 11, I'll accept a motion to accept the payroll warrant.
Motion
So
made.
moved.
Motion been made and seconded.
Second.
Any discussion on the motion? Having no discussion on the moment, Director will call the roll.
Diane Smith,
Yes.
Greg Brewster,
Yes,
Dan Stanhope,
Yes.
Bill Taylor,
Yes.
Dave Keane.
Yes.
Okay.
anything else?
No.
Item 12 on the agenda for April 28, 2020 is the adjournment of the meeting. Motion to adjourn, I will accept.
Motion made.
Motion's been made and seconded. The Director will now call the roll to adjourn.
Diane Smith,
Yes. Yes.
Bill Taylor,
Yes.
Dave Keane,
Yes.
Dan Stanhope,
Yes.
and Greg Brewster.
Yes,
All right,
we stand adjourned at
at 8:34.
Thank you. I